everyone. Yeah, it's been a while. What can I say? But welcome to another WIP and Chat. WIP stands for work in progress, and chat means I'm going to chat with you because, frankly, there is a lot to share. I know I have not made a video in quite some time. I'll kind of explain that, throughout my WIP and Chat. But yeah, I'm so excited to be making another video. It's been far too long, and I love catching up with people. So hopefully this will give us a good opportunity to kind of catch up, see what everyone's doing. And yeah, I'm excited. So real quick, the piece that I'm working on is I am working on Sleeps with Butterflies by Margaret Morales. It is a DAC kit. It is a round drill kit. It's got about 55 colors, and oh my goodness, guys, I'm loving it. It's just beautiful. It just makes me happy. It's got everything that I love. The colors are so fun, and part of why I wanted to do is because it's got all these like peonies in them, and peonies are like one of my favorite flowers. I have a few peonies tattooed on me. I have a few huge peonies plants in my backyard, and they do hold a lot of significance with me because they were actually the first flower I ever got after I had my daughter. And then my daughter is a Margaret. So I figured, and her birthday's in May. So I figured, you know what? May, I'll do a Margaret Morales in honor of my daughter, Margaret, have some peonies, some butterflies. It's perfect. So yeah, so here's kind of a close-up of the kit too. So I'm working on this one. Isn't she beautiful? She's gorgeous. So, couple tools that I'm using. I'm going to use my wax in Strawberry from Anxiety Art Adventures. She has, an awesome small business called wax where everything is good there. Definitely suggest it. I was just using some of my rose mud. This is a putty that was made. And unfortunately, she is no longer making putty anymore. But this was one I got last year. It's called Jewel of the Season. It was like a Bridgerton thing that she did, and it smells amazing. Like it smells like almost like Earl Grey tea and like bergamot. It smells really, really good. So yeah, but unfortunately, she is no longer making putty. But thankfully, I have quite a bit of her, so it should last me for a long time. Tray that I'm just using my simple Bijou Bliss tray. This is probably one of the first ones I ever got because it's starting to fade a little bit. And that's on me. It's because I keep them in the sun by my window. But yeah, using my Bijou Bliss tray. I always like the original size. That's always my go-to size. My pen, I absolutely love this pen. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's so pretty. And I wish I could tell you who made it, guys, but I don't, because I actually got this on a, used pens Facebook group, like people who, like a de-stash group. So I don't know the maker. I just saw that I absolutely loved this pen. I thought it was so pretty, but I wish I could tell you the maker, and I can't because when it was sold to me, it didn't list like who the pen maker was. So that's my pen. And then I am using a little cover minder just because I still love to use them. You really don't have to with DAC canvases because they have like the perforations and stuff. But I love this. I was using this yesterday as I was diamond painting for Mother's Day. And it's this cute little motherhood cover minder. And this is actually from Crafting with Susie's shop. So if you have not bought a cover minder from her, you should because she's got really cute ones. So anyways, let me get into this. I was almost done with this square, so hopefully I can finish it up here. We'll see how long this WIP and Chat goes, because gotta admit, guys, it's been a while. I'm a little out of practice. So anyways, I really hope everyone's doing okay, because I will admit that I was kind of looking, and I think the last video I posted was like 3 months ago, which is crazy to me. And again, guys, I do apologize that I kind of disappeared for a bit. There was just a lot going on. And I was kind of at the point where I'm like, okay, I almost kind of went into like self-preservation mode, so to speak, because there was just so much going on in my personal life with my family, and and frankly my daughter had like a ton of activities going on and things like that. And there was a lot of things going on with my in-laws. Quick reminder, like my father-in-law has Alzheimer's, and my mother-in-law has metastatic breast cancer. So there was a lot going on with them. We actually had to do another move with them because of things. So things were just kind of crazy. And so really what time I had to really focus on myself and my family, I was using it to really just kind of get away from things. And another thing I was using it for was I was at the point where I just was getting so sedentary, and I was just really kind of getting into a funk where I wasn't moving around a whole lot. And, like, was anything wrong with my health? No, but I just felt crappy, just felt really crappy. And, kind of had a wake up call where I was like, you know what, I don't want to keep being this way. Like I'm very sedentary now, and it's not working for me, so I need to do something about it. So I really started actually, when I did have free time, I kind of had to start making the decision if I wanted to go, sit down and diamond paint, but that kind of contributes to, kind of being sedentary for me. Or if I'm like, you know what, I really just kind of want to start getting my butt moving. So I decided to get my butt moving. And what I did for that, unfortunately, I am not one of those people. I wish I was. I wish I could be like, yeah, I'm going to go work out because it makes me feel good and that's reward enough. That's not me. I'm like, no. I kind of have to have, in a way, like kind of something tangible for me to really like put in the effort, so to speak. And so what I came across was these these Conqueror challenges, which are like these virtual challenges where you log in like how much you've worked out or how much you've walked. And then it gives you like this digital map that you log everything into, because you can like choose certain places, like virtual places to go to. Or you can choose like, even like right now, I'm doing the Harry Potter series. So I'm like going through all the books of Harry Potter. And then when you finish a challenge, you actually get a medal, like a medal that you would in a marathon. And I don't know, there was just something about it that I thought was really cool. And I liked kind of knowing that, ooh, like I get a reward at the end of this. So I did. So I started doing them, and I've done 2 so far. They were 70 miles each. And I would only count like actual workouts. So like just walking every day, like I would actually log in like times I purposely went to go for a walk, or I purposely went to go ride a bike or something like that. And started doing that. And I will say, guys, like it's honestly been really good for me. I have noticed I'm finally getting some energy back, and I'm just really, really enjoying them. And I started them in late February, about the end of February. So I've been doing them for March and April, and continuing on into this month. And they've been really good. And I don't know, I have fun, I'm motivated. There's like little quizzes and games they give you. And then not only that, like for a certain amount of miles you complete, like it actually focuses on some like environmentalism, where, it's like, okay, for so many miles, like you're saving so many plastic bottles from going into the ocean, or for so many miles you walk, they'll plant a tree. And they are legit, like they actually do it. It is a legit place. And I post my medals and stuff on Instagram. So if you have Instagram and you're curious about that, like definitely check out my Instagram page, because I do post some progress, shots with that, because it's just kind of fun. So yeah, really, again, that's kind of what I was doing. I was really, really using my time to get up and move, and then really just focus on my family, and honestly keeping myself organized too. That's always something I struggle with. and just kind of like timing out when I'm going to do things, because it is so easy for me to just sit and scroll all day. Like, unfortunately, I am one of those people where, I mean, yeah, I could scroll on my phone for hours, and then I look and I'm like, oh my gosh, half the day has gone by. What have I actually done? So I really started intentionally kind of time blocking to get myself kind of on a more on a kind of a better schedule to get more done, because I kind of feel like before I was really at the point kind of flying around by the seat of my pants, because there was so much going on that I was kind of like, I felt like we were just putting out fires the whole time, right? When you just feel like you can never plan anything, you can only react to things. And that's kind of where I was. And so I really am now trying to, take time for myself, in a sense of not like really self-care, but just to really get things done and get things accomplished, and focusing on my physical well-being as well, not just mental, but physical as well, because I do need that. I do. So yeah, so that's kind of where I've been, to be quite honest, guys, is just really trying to, and the thing is, unfortunately, like changing major habits like that, like it doesn't happen overnight. It takes quite a bit of time and repeating everything. So really for the past few months, it's kind of what I've been trying to focus on, is getting myself into a place where, I kind of have an agenda for my day, and I'm doing things very intentionally than just kind of flying by the seat of my pants or reacting to things, or really just kind of retreating into myself and scrolling all day, because that wasn't working either. So yeah, I even actually started using like a new planner. Like, I was always a happy planner kind of person. But I stopped using those because it was kind of the same thing. I would just like get all the stuff and then not do anything with it. So I'm really trying to like scale back on that. But I actually found a digital planner that I use that's actually made for, like, it's specifically made for ADHD, or people with ADHD. And there's a lot of traits that people with ADHD have that people like me who are autistic have. And it honestly has helped me. It's kind of a great way to kind of just change different mindsets and everything. And again, time blocking has been really good for me. I mean, so I'm one of those people now that, and also for me, I do like a schedule. I gotta admit, that's always been me. So this was kind of perfect to use time blocking and intentionally, write what I'm actually doing at what time. And it's been a really good thing for me. So it takes a while. It takes a while to build that habit. And I don't get it perfect every day, but I'm doing it where at least now I'm like, okay, I can actually look at a list and start checking things off, because I'm assigning them at certain times. So I know that no matter what, I'm going to do that at a certain time. Yeah, sometimes my rigidity is a hindrance to me, but sometimes it can be a really good thing. And in this sense, it's a really good thing. Like, even timing things out, like to the gym, like I write down like what time am I actually going to the gym, and then I do it. So anyways, it's been really good. So yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. There was a lot going on, like I kind of said, there was a lot going on with my in-laws, unfortunately. And I don't even remember if I told you guys this or not, because again, it's been a while. Unfortunately, I think I remember I told you guys like we had moved my in-laws into assisted living. And now, unfortunately, my father-in-law, he had to go to memory care. Unfortunately, there'd been an incident and it wasn't safe. And so he did. He had to be put into memory care, that was tough because, I think it was tough for my mother-in-law. I think it was tough for my husband to see that with his dad. So, so that was kind of huge. So we had to move him into memory care. And then, since my mother-in-law, at the time, they had a 2-bedroom little apartment in assisted living. Well, since my father-in-law moved into memory care, she didn't really need the 2 bedrooms anymore because it was just her. So she was going to stay on the assisted living side. He stays on the memory care side. And obviously they see each other whenever they want. It's not like they're kept away from each other or anything like that. But, it didn't really make a whole lot of sense for her to have more room. Ooh, I almost miscounted there. So then we had to move her again into a 1-bedroom facility. So in the past, so there was the big move, moving them into assisted living in November. And then sure enough, at the end of February, it was moving him into memory care and then another move into a smaller apartment for her. So really in the past, 5 months, there was 3 different moves. So it was a lot. And then not only that, my husband and I, really honestly, all the credit goes to my husband. He really has been doing the majority of everything. But then it was time to put their actual house, the house that they had moved from, on the market and getting it ready and prepping it and stuff like that. So, and then going through the house and doing an estate sale. And there's been a lot to it. And it just does. It takes time. So, but then another fun thing we got to do is at the end of April, over Easter weekend, we had planned this trip for a while, but we actually took Maggie, our daughter, and we went to Vegas, which was super fun. To give it some context, it's like, why would you take your 10-year-old to Vegas? We actually ended up, so long story short, my husband and my daughter are actually huge wrestling fans. They love WWE. They always have. Like my husband grew up with it in the 80s and, the Hulk Hogan era and stuff like that. And sure enough, he got my daughter into it, and they watch it religiously. And so sure enough, there was the big event that they have. It's like the biggest wrestling event of the year, and it's called WrestleMania. And sure enough, it was in Vegas, and it just happened to be over a weekend where my daughter had like a 3-day weekend because it was for Easter. So that's what we did. So for Easter, we went to Vegas. Probably. Sorry guys, there's someone mowing, so if you hear mowing, I apologize. Hopefully it's not too bad. I think they're mowing. Oh yeah, they're mowing the golf course. I live on a golf course, so yeah. So sorry guys, sorry about the noise. But yeah, we got to do that, and I will say it was a blast. It was so much fun, and my daughter absolutely loved it. She said she had so much fun. She actually wants to go, not just to, she'd love to go to WrestleMania again, but she wants to go to Vegas again. Like, she loved it. And honestly, there are still a lot of, family things to do, I will say. I know they say that, it's kind of Sin City and, it's really for adults, but there really are a lot of, I missed one here. Whoopsies. Wait, is that a what? Some of these symbols, guys, I will say on this, have been a little difficult to see. I will be honest. There's 2 symbols in particular that if one of them's even a little blurry, it looks just like the other symbol. So I really have to pay attention to what I'm doing, or else I will get it wrong. So that would be my only kind of critique of this canvas so far, is the symbols are, I don't know, there's something about them that I'm not really that thrilled with, to say the least. But anyways, yeah, there was a lot of family things to do in Vegas, and we had fun. It was great weather, which was awesome. And yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was really good to be able to just spend the time, the 3 of us together, and, just focus on the 3 of us and enjoy the moment. It's crazy. I really didn't take a whole lot of pictures or videos because I was really just taking it all in and soaking it all in. And that's really nice now. Like there's part of me and I'm like, oh, maybe I should have taken more pictures. But I'm like, no, you know what? It's really nice because I was clearly living in the present. And, you know, I have such great memories now. So it was really fun. All right, so moving on with that, please let me know how you guys are doing. I would love to know. And again, like I really am, guys. I'm sorry that I, you know, disappeared. I hope like, you know, I didn't mean to just like not say anything or just kind of suddenly leave, but it really was an instance where I'm like, okay, I really do believe I was kind of more in self-preservation mode. And I really needed to kind of get stuff together before I could keep going. And, you know, and I'll be honest, like nothing has really changed. I've just figured out how better to handle it. Like the circumstances, everything is the same, but I now have figured out more tools to handle it, so to speak. So, I mean, can I honestly say that, I can't say like, oh, okay, I'll be back every week and stuff like that. Like, I wish I could, but I can't. Like, I know I can't commit to that yet. But I can definitely, you know, now that I'm doing more time blocking and things like that, I've got a tool that I can use where I'm going to try to be more consistent right now. And I will say, too, summer is always... I go back and forth. Sometimes summer is super, super busy because I'm literally like taking Maggie everywhere. But at the same time, it can also be, I'm not so much on like a strict schedule. Well, no, it's not even that because I like schedules. It's just, I don't know. Summer's kind of hit or miss, but I feel like this year in particular, I actually think it's going to be good because Maggie is going to be 11 this month. She's a lot more independent. And there are some things that she can do without me. Like one of the big things she learned in the past 3 months is to ride a bike. Like that was actually something that Maggie had not been ready for. And she did. She learned actually over spring break. And because thankfully we do live in a neighborhood where it's very calm, it's very safe. And there's sidewalks everywhere. She can ride her bike on the sidewalk, and it's literally about a 1-minute bike ride to our neighborhood pool. So that's something I'm really excited about. Like she kind of has that, you know. And again, she's in that tween age. She's turning 11, and she can kind of be more independent and, you know, ride her bike to the pool and meet with her friends there. So just little things like that I'm really excited for because that kind of allows me to free up time and I can be a little more, you know, hopefully I can do a little more. So like as far as future plans, as far as content creation, you know, again, I really am just, I think right now the plan is to just, you know what, make videos when you can, try to time them out and schedule them. And if something comes up, then obviously I have to address that first. But, you know, I am going to try and again, like just make more time for that and use time blocking to help me with that. Cause for me, it does actually help. So, but yeah, so really as far as diamond painting plans, my plan is to finish this. I really would like to finish. I don't think I'll finish by the end of the month. I've gone a little slow with this kit, slower than I wanted to, but you know, I'm gonna try. And then I am going back and forth. So I know Summer with the Masters is coming up, and I haven't participated in Summer with the Masters in like the last 2 years. And I don't know, I'm kind of wanting to do it again. And here's the thing, I have quite a few old Masters kits. I have some really beautiful ones, but they're also huge. They're massive. And I'm like, ooh, do I really want to go that big or not? Guys, you gotta see this. Look at these ABs. Aren't they pretty? Like that peachy AB. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do because I don't know, like it really sounds fun to do an old Masters again. But at the same time, I'm like, like I'm struggling with, and give me your advice in the comments what I should do. I'm very curious to hear what you guys think. Do I, you know, do I use one of my existing old masters that I have that are huge, but hey, I could do it, and hey, if I don't finish it, that's okay. It's another WIP. But it does add to my WIP pile, and my WIP pile is getting kind of big again. I had it to under 10, and now I think I'm high up again. Do I do that? Or, because again, I have existing old masters. I probably have I have 2 in progress, and I have 3 more brand new ones that I could do. So I have plenty. But again, they're huge, except for one. Maybe I could do that one. Or do I buy a new one that's maybe smaller, but I know that I could probably finish, and it would be from a shop I've never purchased from before, a small shop. That would be cool to support another small business. So I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Do I just, hey, it's like, hey, Hannah, you got plenty. Just do one that you already have, even though they're huge, and just add to the WIP pile. Or have some fun, buy one from this shop, and have more likely a chance of actually completing it for June and July. Because I do, guys. I am kind of ready for an old masters again. I have not worked on one in quite some time. And I don't know, got me excited. And I will say, honestly, what got me excited was seeing some of the old masters from this shop I want to purchase from. Which is so bad, guys. I've been so good. I have not bought a new diamond painting, I think, in almost 3 months. And that's kind of another thing I'm really trying to focus on, is really not buying anymore. I've got so many and so many WIPs. So you can totally tell, guys, I'm trying to convince myself not to buy one, but I really want one. So let me know in the comments. That's how I'll decide. You guys have to let me know. Let me know what you think I should do. But yeah, we'll have to see. Because again, the ones I have, they're so big. They're big. It's funny, guys. I used to be the person that's like, yeah, give me the giant ones. And I don't know. I'm beginning to see more you know what? Maybe I don't want to do giant ones anymore. Maybe I want to, get things a little smaller so I have more of a chance of finishing them in a timely manner. So I don't have WIPs that are 3 years old, which is crazy, guys. That was another thing I was thinking about. So I had started diamond painting in April. I think I'm going on 3 years now of diamond painting. I think it's 3. Now I gotta look it up. Okay, hold on. This is how I remember when I started diamond painting. This is so bad. I started diamond painting during the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Because I would be listening to it when I was diamond painting. Okay, yeah. So that was in 2022. So yeah, it's been 3 years, guys, since I started diamond painting, which is crazy to me. So that's a good amount of time. But yeah, so I'm I know I have WIPs now that are, going on probably 3 years old that I really should finish, but I haven't. So anyways, you guys tell me what to do. I will be curious for your opinions on that one. So anyway, so that's kind of far as diamond painting plans. And then, oh gosh, and then I can't forget Laura and I, Anxiety Art Adventures. We are going to be doing paws and claws. Last year, we kind of changed it up a bit and we did fantastic felines, but this year we wanted to add more, include all animals. So we are co-hosting Paws and Claws together. I am so excited about that, and always just, it's a privilege. It is always a privilege to do something with Laura. Laura is a very dear friend to me. and just a wonderful person outright. And I'm always so excited when I get to do things with her because she's just awesome like that. So that's going to be in August. I'm super excited about that. I actually think I do know what kit I'm going to do for that. And hint, hint, it will probably still have cats in it because I don't really know if I have if I have other kits that have any other animals in them besides cats. So it's probably going to be another cat one, I'll be honest. But I'm really excited because it was actually part of the very first DAC order I ever got. So it's been sitting for 3 years. I've never done it. And now I'm like, and it's discontinued. So it's not even a kit that you can get anymore. So I'm almost like, you know what? I think it's time to work on this. I think it'll be fun. So I think that's what I'm going to do for Paws and Claws. But again, I'm not going to say what yet. So that's what's going on as far as diamond painting goes. As far as reading, I was actually doing really good. I was on a really good reading kick. And then I kind of simmered out because I'm reading this series called Dungeon Crawler Carl. It is the most bizarre series, but it's hilarious. So I will try to like post it down below. I'll put links to the books because they're the most interesting, and they're kind of sci-fi. But I'm not a huge sci-fi person, but I find these absolutely hilarious. Plus, there is a main character in it who is a cat, and it's amazing, and it brings me so much joy. So I'm reading those, but I did take kind of a break from them because they are like some pretty big books, and there's a lot of details in them. So I kind of had to like, I read that there's, I think 7 in the series, and I'm done with 2 of them. So I've got a while, but I kind of had to take a break because it was a lot because there are so many like it is work to read them, but they are funny. Like they're very entertaining and they're totally worth reading. They're just, you know, like they're you got to put in the work to kind of read them. So I am enjoying that. As far as shows go, gosh, guys, I can't get over. Look how pretty these ones are too. These are like almost like a rose colored, and they're like the fairy dust ones. Aren't those pretty? They're so pretty. So as far as shows go, Blake and I finished 1923, the 2nd season, and that was depressing. That was like awful. I will, you know, for those who haven't seen it, I won't give any spoilers. But yeah, like I was completely depressed after that. And then like it was so sad, guys. And then a show that I'm kind of just watching on my own because, like, again, my husband's not a huge TV watcher unless it's wrestling. I started watching The Pit because people had recommended that to me. The one with, like, Noah Weil from ER. And it's a medical show, and I'm really liking it so far. I'm only about 3 episodes in, but it's good. Like, I am really enjoying that series. And then, actually, what's kind of fun is another series that I'm watching that actually I'm watching with my daughter because, you know, my daughter watches wrestling with my husband. So I'm like, oh, I want a show to watch with her. And my daughter and I, we actually started Abbott Elementary on ABC. And I was a former teacher. I taught in a Title I school. So watching it, I'm cracking up. It's such a cute show. It's on ABC. And my daughter likes it too because she keeps asking. She's like, has that happened in like when you were a teacher? And it's so relatable to all you teachers out there who teach in, you know, high need schools. It's it's very relatable. So I've really enjoyed that. And it does crack me up when my daughter kind of asks questions about like, what does that, because her school is very different. And it kind of makes me laugh when she starts asking like, really, does this happen? And have you had a student do this? And things like that. So it's been really fun. So if you need like just a good lighthearted show, that's just, you know, just kind of funny, just, you know, really cute. I definitely recommend it because it's super fun. We've really enjoyed that. But yeah, so that's what's going on with reading and watching. And then, like I said, I'm, doing these conquer challenges to get more movement in and things like that. So all in all, yeah, like that's what's going on right now, guys, is, again, it's like things are still crazy busy with my in-laws. Things are still really busy with Maggie's schedule. Like she's going to be doing more volleyball, so that's taking up a lot of the summer. My husband and I, we run a coffee business. That's taking up a lot of time, and we still have my husband and I. We also own rental properties, and we have acquired a few more of those. So things are still pretty busy, but I think I'm learning more just kind of how to balance it a little better and to be more intentional with my time. So again, it's not perfect. There are still times where I'm slipping up. It's a lot of really new habits that I'm learning and trying to make sense of it all, but it is helping, and hopefully, I'm gonna try and keep on doing what I'm doing and hope for the best. I do want to start going live again soon. I'm really hoping I can do that. And again, I just appreciate everyone's patience in this, and just their understanding, because I think we all understand. That's what I love about this community, is that we understand that. And my dogs are barking. There's a car, so they're like, we must bark, because we can't let a car go without barking at it. That would just be horrible. Anyways, that's what I love about this community, is I know you guys are so, understanding with that. I think we all understand that, like, yeah, life happens, and there are things you got to navigate, and we're just all we're just all doing our best, right? We're just all doing our best with things and things that are going on in the world. The last thing I want to do is be white knuckling through things, because I don't think that's a healthy way to be either. So we really do have to kind of utilize what tools we have, maybe learn some new methods, because there's a lot going on, and life happens, and you really can't stop it, right? We can just adapt to it and try to make the best out of everything that goes on, because there's a lot that goes on. So yeah, but I really do hope everyone's doing well. I hope that everyone's staying healthy, everyone's doing okay. Like I said, like, I know there is so much going on in the world right now, and like I said, we know that white knuckling it probably isn't the best way. So if you are, I really hope that I'll definitely be keeping you in my thoughts, and sending positive vibes, because it's not easy. It definitely isn't easy with everything going on, and then whatever you have going on personally in your life and everything, it's tough. I totally get that. So I will definitely be keeping, good vibes and thinking good things for everyone. So yeah, but anyways, I really think that's about it, guys. I'm again, I hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed this WIP and Chat. It's been so wonderful making it again, I will say. And I hope you are taking care of yourselves, taking care of each other. Like I've said before, I hope it brings you a little bit of joy. This always brings me joy making these. And I will see you the next time. Bye.